Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a special edition of You and Your Health, titled Having a Healthy Holiday. Our show today is all about savoring the season without compromising our well-being. Today we've got something extraordinary in store. Picture this, a holiday season filled with delicious meals and drinks that not only tantalize your taste buds, but also leave you feeling energized and guilt-free. That's right, we're diving into a healthy holiday with tips for healthy holiday meal alternatives, eating right, and staying fit. We've got three exceptional guests today, a chef, a dietitian, and a physiotherapist. We are ready to sprinkle some healthy holiday magic on your festive season. So pull up a chair and get ready to transform your holidays. Let the healthy festivities begin. This is You and Your Health.
You and Your Health is brought to you by Doctors Hospital Health System.
Welcome to You and Your Health, everyone. I'm your guest host, Alexis Burrows, Marketing Director at Doctors Hospital. Here with me to talk about having a healthier holiday are Chef Kimberly Munroe, Dietitian Ilea Pierce, and Physiotherapist Daniel Douglas. We begin our show with Chef Munroe, who will guide us through the art of preparing healthy alternatives for our favorite holiday dishes. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, we all know the holidays are synonymous with indulgent feasts. So how can we balance the joy of festive eating with making healthier choices in the kitchen?
Well, to be honest, a lot of people love to prepare their foods with a lot of things that aren't as healthy. So I try to encourage a lot of people to prepare their foods with more fresher ingredients. And people don't realize that when you use fresh items, not only that you get the health benefits, but it's so flavorful. Salt and black pepper is the two key ingredients that you can use to prepare your foods. But when you add fresh ingredients like fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, all of those add those eccentric flavors, and it's even much more healthier, and it tastes much better as well. And instead of you using your deep fryer or using anything that's going to cause a lot of added fat to your food, I recommend that you use your air fryer. You still get that nice crispy texture, and it's fewer calories, and you still get the same effect, but it's much healthier. And like I say, you have fewer calories as well.
It's excellent advice. Now, we know when it comes to that holiday plate, there are often an array of indulgent side dishes such as macaroni, candied yams, potato salad, and so much more. Now, I hear you have a healthy alternative for a side dish. Can you tell us some more about this?
Well, usually Bahamians, when it comes to veggies, culturally, this is something that's a sensitive topic because a lot of people don't really like vegetables because they really don't know how to prepare it to make it taste really good. So for an example, for our side dish, we have ginger glazed carrots. It's absolutely delicious. It also has maple inside of it as well. And to top it off, we're using roasted walnuts, which is another healthy option to add to your meal. So carrots has a lot of vitamin A in it, so it's very good for your eyes. And ginger is an antioxidant, and the walnuts, they're filled with protein and healthy fats for your heart.
This sounds like a delightful alternative for a side dish.
It is.
So let's move on to drinks, because I understand you have some skinny drink options as well, as you like to call it. So
yes.
Festive drinks are also a common part of the holiday season. So what are some adjustments that people can make to make these drink options, like eggnog, for example, make them healthier?
Well, for eggnog in particular, it's filled with a lot of fat. So we did come up with a way to make it taste really good, but it has the calories are far less than the original eggnog. And what we did is, instead of using the eggs and the whole milk, we decided to exchange that with oat milk. Oat milk is very wholesome and it tastes really good. And we were able to add spices to it, and we added maple syrup for the sweetness of it, and we added the vodka. Everybody still want to be able to have a little buzz, but vodka has fewer calories, so you don't have to worry about that guilt of, oh my God, I had this thick eggnog and it had rum in it and I feel like I just gained 5 pounds. No, with the alternative of using the oat milk and the maple syrup and the spices and the vodka, I think that would be the perfect alternative for an eggnog to be served at your Christmas event.
Now, I understand that you also have a non-alcoholic drink option for our viewers to kind of get an idea of. So can you tell us a little bit about your Christmas spritzer?
Well, the reason why I like this Christmas spritzer so much is because not only can adults drink it, but children can drink it too. And it reminds me of a healthier version of soda, because what it is it's cranberry juice, 100% cranberry juice, that we incorporated with sparkling water, and we added some cloves to it, cinnamon and rosemary. And you want to prepare this in advance so it could sit in the refrigerator to marinate all those extra spices in it. And it's absolutely delicious and very few calories as well. And it tastes like you're actually drinking a cranberry soda.
It's interesting. It almost kind of sounds like a Christmas Shirley Temple is kind of what it is giving me an idea of. So it sounds like two very great options. One for the adults and one that the whole family can enjoy.
Yes.
So we've talked about side dishes. We've talked about drinks. So now let's get into, another favorite of the holiday season, which is desserts. So we know that desserts can often be laden with sugar and calories. How can we, or what have you brought to show us that can help us to satisfy our sweet tooth, but have a healthier option?
Well, we know Bahamians love guava. Anything with guava is their first option, if possible. So what I decided to do was I decided to make a nice, I also call this the skinny mini guava cheesecake. Instead of you using the whole fat cream cheese, you can use the fat-free. And to be honest with you, it doesn't taste any different than the whole fat. I mean, honestly, you can, instead of using the sour cream, we used a Greek yogurt, and it's healthier. It even, to me, I actually prefer the Greek yogurt over the sour cream. And of course, we have to include our guava in it, right? And instead of using the graham cracker crust, we decided to use the ginger snap cookie as our crust, because these are minis. So you have your ginger snap cookie with your cream cheese batter. Like I said, instead of using the whole fat cream cheese, you're going to use the one with the less fat. Same taste, same texture. The benefit is it doesn't have as much calories and more protein as well.
Now, as we wrap up this segment, do you have any final thoughts or words of encouragement for our viewers as they embark on preparing healthier holiday meal options?
Yes, portion control is key, especially when it comes to the holidays, because there's so many different varieties of foods right before your eyes and you're super excited. You want to try everything, but moderation is super, super important. And it's also good to drink as much water. I know that sounds like, oh my God, water, but yes, water also helps to fill you up, and just being mindful of your portions. That's key.
All right. Thank you so much, Chef Munroe, for joining us and sharing your expertise on creating healthier alternatives for holiday meals.
No problem.
We hope these tips inspire our viewers to bring a nutritious and delicious twist to their holiday celebrations. You're watching You and Your Health. We'll be right back.
Doctors Hospital is reimagined primary care. We've invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com. Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury, Doctors Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins Avenue, Carmichael Road, and Cable Beach means your personalized plan for care is just a visit away. From physiotherapy to occupational therapy and speech and language pathology, our team approach is all about rebuilding together. For a full list of services, visit doctorshosp.com/rehabilitation. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
At Doctors Hospital, our lamp just got brighter. The Loyalty Advantage membership program now has 3 unique plans to choose from. From Lamp Prepaid with free prime care visits and service line discounts, Lamp Insured with copay waivers and 0 upfront collections at the ER and inpatient services, or our new Lamp Access, a free plan that offers 10% off labs, pharmacy, and imaging. Lamp has a plan for everyone. To sign up, visit our website or give us a call. Doctors Hospital, trusted and best care now.
Welcome back to You and Your Health. If you're just tuning in, I'm Alexis Burrows, Marketing Director at Doctors Hospital and today's guest host. On today's show, we are talking about having a healthy holiday. Our next guest is a dietitian at Doctors Hospital with over a decade of experience, Ilea Pierce. She's here to help us navigate the tempting but often unhealthy feast that comes with the holidays. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Alexis.
So let's dive right in. The holiday season often means indulging in delicious but not so healthy treats. How can we balance the joy of festive eating with making nutritious choices?
Well, I would say the first thing is start small. I know a big part of the holidays is doing everything big and loud and everything, but one of the important and easy ways is start small. Start with a smaller plate. So instead of having the big charger, know that you can put all the ham and the turkey and the lobster and the 6 sides and desserts on at one time. Start with a smaller plate. You can always go back for more, but if you start with a smaller plate, that's an easy way to make adjustments. Another thing would be to make sure that you're adding vegetables. So an easy thing would be when you have your appetizers, your chips and your dips. A lot of times we might do spinach dip or a cheese dip or something. What you might also have in addition is some salsa. Tomato salsa, delicious, nice and spicy, but it doesn't have as many calories as your cheese-based dips. And then additionally, make sure you incorporate some vegetables on your plate and options. So if you have a buffet, you might be having some salad there. You might have some nice roasted ginger carrots that you've seen today. Add more vegetables and make sure they're not the mushy, tasteless, bland, second thought things that are just added to say there's something green. Take some time and care with the preparation of your veggies so that they can be an actual tasty, delicious option on your plate.
That is excellent advice. Now, let's talk about alcohol, which is often a big part of holiday celebrations. What are some tips that you have for making healthier choices when it comes to festive drinks?
Well, the first thing I would say is start with water. It might be regular water, still water, room temperature, cold, iced, frozen, flavored, sparkling. You might add lemon or mint or orange, but start with water. Let your first beverage be water in some shape or form. Then you would get into your festive drinks. All right. When you have your festive drinks, you also have options to slim and trim down. So Kim has already shown us how we can make some adjustments so that they're still flavorful and tasty and very reminiscent of our, traditional holiday eggnog and some of those sparkling beverages that we might have. But with some small adjustments, you still maintain some good flavor. And it looks like, what we are accustomed to having, but we've made adjustments in terms of the type of alcohol or the quantity or the fat or the sugar in there, all right? So you can make some adjustments to how we make our beverages. And then when it comes to alcohol, of course, we talk about moderation. So what moderation means is for the women, 1 beverage. For men, it's 2. I know. A lot of us are going to say that's not enough. Just telling you what moderation means. And another thing that we can do is get, those big cubes of ice, add more ice to your drinks, all right? Smaller cups, larger ice, that helps you to better control your portion sizes. And of course, safe driving. If you know that you can't drive, please don't.
Some more sound advice. Now, one of the things that we have to be mindful of, as you go through the holidays, especially on Christmas Day, if you have a lot of different families and friends that you bounce around to, it's very easy to overindulge. So how can individuals cultivate mindfulness around food during the holidays to avoid overindulgence and to make healthier choices?
Well, think about it. Do you know what you ate yesterday? Sometimes you just need to think about, what have I been eating? How have I been eating? Even myself, I would have to sit down and think, okay, what did I have for breakfast? What did I have for lunch? What did I have for dinner? So take time throughout the week and think about, how have I been eating or drinking? Did I hit my water target yesterday? If I realize, I really only had 1 glass of water for the whole day, then make sure focus on meeting that target today. Don't, beat yourself up too much about it. It is the holidays, and you will be involved in different activities and kind of get sidetracked. But try to take some time and reflect and say, okay, I really need to get more water in today, or I didn't have any fruit yesterday, or I didn't have any veg yesterday. And just make those adjustments throughout the week. Another important way to help us not overindulge too much is simply to slow down. Some of us eat really quickly. And so taking the time and slowing down what we're eating, enjoying what we're eating rather than just shoveling it in, gives our brain a chance to catch up with our stomach. Because it can take about 20 minutes for your brain to realize that your stomach is full. And 20 minutes, if you're a fast eater, is a lot of food that you can consume before you realize that you're actually full. And so that contributes to us feeling really stuffed and just bloated. So that way we can cut back on how many extra calories and how much extra fat we're getting in, and help us still enjoy our meal, but in a better way.
Right. And we know that navigating the holidays may be stressful, and we may have a hiccup or two. So what steps can individuals take to reset and get back on track with their healthy eating habits after the holidays have passed?
Just start. Start by drinking water. Start by adding veggies to the plate. Take up half your plate with veggies and smaller portions of your starch and protein. Start by moving. Just start. Get in touch with your healthcare providers. Give us a call at the clinical nutrition team at Doctor's Hospital. We're happy to help you to tailor your goals to meet your needs.
Thank you so much, Ilea, for this helpful insight. This is You and Your Health. We'll be right back.
At Doctor's Hospital, our lamp just got brighter. The Loyalty Advantage membership program now has 3 unique plans to choose from. From Lamp Prepaid with free prime care visits and service line discounts, Lamp Insured with copay waivers and 0 upfront collections at the ER and inpatient services, or our new Lamp Access, a free plan that offers 10% off labs, pharmacy, and imaging. Lamp has a plan for everyone. To sign up, visit our website or give us a call. Doctor's Hospital, trusted and best care now.
Whether you're battling a chronic condition or offsetting a new injury, Doctor's Hospital's comprehensive rehab services offer the help you need now.
Go to doctors.
3 advanced facilities at Collins Avenue, Carmichael Road, and Cable Beach means your personalized plan for care is just a visit away. From physiotherapy to occupational therapy and speech and language pathology, our team approach is all about rebuilding together. For a full list of services, visit doctorshosp.com/rehabilitation. Doctor's Hospital, trusted and best care now. Isn't your health worth it?
Doctors Hospital is reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Welcome back to You and Your Health. I'm Alexis Burrows, today's guest host. We are concluding our conversation about having a healthy holiday with physiotherapist Daniel Douglas. Welcome to the show, Daniel.
Thank you.
So we are looking to you to share some expert advice on staying fit during the holiday season. With the holidays often comes a change in routine, and for many, that includes a break from their regular exercise regimen. How can we stay active and fit during this time?
Well, thank you for that question. Really, it's about balancing out where you are personally. You have those who have no exercise experience. You have those who exercise 4 to 7 times a week. However, the common issue is that persons believe they can shut it down for December and for this Christmas period and pick it back up in the new year. That's actually a really bad idea. So for this 6 weeks from the end of November, that Thanksgiving period, all the way into that first week of January, that's 6 weeks or so, give or take. And you really want to go into what we call a maintenance phase. So if you are highly active, you want to just drop your days down to about 2 or 3 times a week, just so you can balance it out and stay maintained until you pick it back up in January. And for those without exercise experience or those who exercise less, it's a similar thing. You want to add 1 to 2 days, nothing too crazy, 30 minutes a day. Start with the basics, just some walking, get your heart rate up a bit, and just have that balance and that maintenance going to take you into that new year.
Excellent advice, Daniel. So, a lot of people experience stress during the holidays, and exercise can be an excellent way to manage that stress. So how can physical activity contribute to our overall well-being during this potentially hectic time?
Well, hectic is absolutely right. So it's really about your mood. To be in this so-called Christmas spirit that everyone is talking about, you have to have the right mood. And exercise releases endorphins and different happy hormones to put you in that cheerful and jolly mood. So that's the first thing. The second thing, more importantly, is exercise gives you that natural energy boost. It gives you that ability to keep up with running errands, cleaning for hours, cooking for hours, shopping, and of course, most importantly, keeping up with a very particular group of individuals between the ages of 1 to 6 years old. It's very, very important. So you'll need that extra energy boost.
I'm particularly thankful for that advice because I have 2 kids that sit in that age range. Now, we know that some of our viewers may be traveling during the holidays. So what are some simple exercises or stretches or that they can do on the go to keep their bodies active and limber?
Yes, so in terms of travel, people might be going to hotels. So in that case, you usually have equipment like an elliptical or a treadmill. You just want to get something light and steady for about 15 to 30 minutes. But as far as stretching, which I think is much more beneficial, you just want to hit those major muscle groups. You want to get the neck, get the chest, get your core and your trunk, stretching that lower back, stretching your hips, thighs, and your calves. And once you hit that, it should be about 5 minutes because nobody likes to stretch. So it really helps you to get there with that short time period, and it's extremely beneficial, as well as being mindful of your posture as much as possible when you're sitting, when you're standing, and especially when you're doing repetitive tasks like cleaning, cooking, standing 15 hours in the kitchen. You just want to kind of switch it up a bit, doing some tasks in standing and switching to sitting where you can, because there's really no reason for you to peel potatoes and vegetables in standing. So rest your legs, take a little stretch in between 2-3 times a day, and you should be fine.
I feel seen with that comment about standing to peel vegetables. Take it easy there. All right, but excellent suggestions overall, especially for those who may be away from their usual gym or exercise equipment. Now, let's talk about the holiday feasting. With all of the delicious but sometimes indulgent foods, what role does exercise play in helping us to maintain a healthy balance?
Well, it's extremely important for that word that you said, healthy balance, specifically in weight management. Okay. Because in this particular population, we have the diabetics, we have those with high blood pressure, those who are overweight, and those who are just trying to maintain weight. So that weight management factor is really where the exercise comes in this activity. So for those who are overweight, it helps to cut the weight down and maintain it, especially again, 6 weeks, like we mentioned, of just overindulgence, great time, great food, high protein, high carbs, high alcohol, and minimal activity is a bit of a problem. It's very easy to put on 15 to 25 pounds if you're not careful. So it's just let's put you in that right space to start the new year. Don't start the new year with an extra 15, 20 pounds to work with.
Right.
Start the new year right, maintain what you already have, or if you have the ability to lose, even better.
Yeah.
But it's really about that weight management, and also hydration is critically important. I'm not going to tell you to not drink because I know that's not going to work. What I do ask for is a healthy balance. During the earlier part of the day, let's get that hydration in. Let's get that 1 to 2 liters of water in. And then the last part of your day, you can have your rum.
All right, Daniel. So now, we're in Bahamian culture. Junkanoo is a very large part of the holiday season for many Bahamians. What advice would you have for a Junkanooer in, navigating this time, staying fit, staying healthy? What advice would you have for them?
Oh, well, thank you for that question, because this presents a perfect opportunity for something I mentioned earlier about fun activities and moving activities. So while we're drinking, while we're feasting at home, you put that good rake and scrape on, and for 45 minutes to an hour, you practice your dance moves right there in the house, in the yard, without pressure, and you get your body used to that, because the last time you probably rushed would have been a year ago. So now would be a good time to start tuning up your system in these small weeks coming up to the event, such that on that big day, when you decide to do 2 to 3 hours, it's not going to feel that foreign to your body, and you're going to be at a better chance of escaping that successfully without an injury and having a good time in the process. So just tuning up to it and using those social gatherings to get your dance moves on and keeping your body and your joints limber.
I think it's important that you keep mentioning, the holiday period now runs essentially from Thanksgiving probably straight through to Majority Rule Day. And it is giving you about 6 to 7 weeks quite easily of time where people are, out of their regimen, out of their routine. And so these are excellent words of advice. Any parting thoughts for our viewers and advice for how else they can navigate staying fit during the holiday season?
Yes, definitely. It's really about, first thing, exercise is for everyone. Everyone can do it. It is very much possible. You don't have to be in a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need fancy instruction. Like I said, start slowly and just be consistent with it. A simple walk. Get an accountability partner. I'm sure in this season there's somebody who is going to spend 80% or more of these festivities with you. Drag them along on that journey and take them with you for those walks. Take them with you for those little exercise activities, and it should be great. Additionally, making the activities more fun and a little bit more mobile than the usual sitting and drinking. You can play a game of charades. You can have a Christmas-themed fitness exercise activity. You can play musical chairs. Anything that gets you up and moving is essential. And lastly, I really just want to touch on being careful. This is a very dangerous season because this is the one time in the year you're going to be excessively moving compared to the rest of the year. For example, you're in that kitchen multiple hours a day and you're not used to that. You're going to be cleaning multiple hours a day, doing overhead activities, bending your neck, lifting your arms. It's very dangerous. And gentlemen, please avoid climbing on the roofs. You are not a roofer. Stay away from that. Get professional help. Let the young guys help you out. Stay away from those ladders as best as you can to avoid any injuries or anything that can hamper your good season. And lastly, get some rest. Rest is crucial. Without rest, you get sick. And when you get sick, you have no holiday and nothing happens. So just be well, be safe. You can do it. Looking forward to seeing you on the other end in January.
Thank you so much, Daniel, for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today for You and Your Health.
You're welcome. I appreciate you having me.
All right. And thank you to our earlier guests, Ilea Pierce and Kimberly Munroe, for the awesome conversation around, navigating both food and fitness during this holiday season. It has been a pleasure hosting today's show. Don't forget to follow You and Your Money on social media and tune in next week for another exciting show. Happy holidays from the entire team at Doctors Hospital and You and Your Health. Thanks for watching.